Here is a true mystery that has never been solved. The Isdal Woman. In November 1970, a man and his 2 young daughters were hiking near Isdal Valley, close to Bergen, Norway, when they noticed a disturbing sight. On a rocky slope lay the body of a woman, badly burned and almost unrecognizable. Nearby were traces that suggested she had not simply fallen there by accident. The police quickly realized this was no ordinary death. What made the case so eerie was how deliberately the woman had erased her own identity. Labels had been cut out of her clothing. Her fingerprints were damaged. Her teeth had been altered by dental work. She carried no obvious documents, only objects that seemed chosen to hide rather than reveal who she was. Investigators concluded she had been traveling under several false names, leaving behind a trail of strange, coded movements across Europe. Witnesses remembered her as polished, guarded, and oddly memorable. She spoke several languages, dressed well, and used different aliases depending on the hotel or city. In some places she claimed to be a traveling antique dealer. In others, she gave entirely different explanations for her presence. Her behavior suggested someone trained to be careful, or at least someone with a serious reason to avoid being identified. The discovery of her body led to a complicated investigation. Scientists examined the contents of her stomach to reconstruct her last days. Police traced hotel records, train tickets, and witness accounts. They found that she had moved through Norway in the days before her death, changing rooms and routes in a way that looked purposeful. But none of it solved the central question: who was she? Over time, several theories emerged. Some believed she was a spy, possibly linked to Cold War intelligence work. Others thought she may have been involved in smuggling or another secretive line of business. There were even suggestions that she had become trapped in a life she could not leave. Yet no explanation fully fits every detail. The fire that killed her may have been staged, or it may have been an act meant to hide something else entirely. The mystery deepened because there was no clear public closure. Her body was buried under a number rather than a name for decades. Later forensic work and isotopic analysis offered clues about where she may have lived, but still did not deliver a final identity. The Isdal Woman remains one of the most haunting unsolved cases in Europe because it combines so many elements that feel like fiction: false names, secret travel, burned evidence, and a person who seemed determined to disappear. What makes it especially unsettling is that the mystery is not only about how she died, but about how she lived. Someone moved through cities, slept in hotels, spoke to strangers, and carried secrets we still do not understand. In the end, the case leaves behind a strange and silent question: was she running from danger, or was she part of something bigger than anyone realized?